Your life is the actual reflection of your way of thinking. If your thinking is positive, then your life will be positive. If it is negative, then there will be a lot of negativity in your life and negative dealing with the things and problems that you face. Your negative thoughts can leave a major bad impact on your life and miss out on golden opportunities. When thinking about it positively, it is possible to transform your life for the better. Positive thinking can make your life better, while negative thinking can destroy your life. In the following report, we will show you how to get rid of negative thinking permanently. Signs of negative thinking. There are a set of criteria that can show your negative thinking or that the person in front of you is thinking negatively, including exaggerating problems, as someone who thinks negatively cannot solve problems as he relies on solving simple problems to turn them into huge, complex problems that cannot be solved. Also, one of the signs of negative thinking is weak discussion, as the person with negative thinking always finds that his discussions are not strong and weak, and he cannot enter into any dialogue discussion without coming out of it losing and weak. This is due to his lack of confidence in his opinions and point of view, and he cannot accept positive opinions from others. Regarding any issue or event, constantly thinking about the past is also one of the signs of a negative person, as he is always afraid to think about the future or the present, and does not have the courage to discuss the future, and all his conversations and thoughts are about the past and the events that he suffered from, and he always focuses on the problems that he faced in the past and does not address any of them. A positive topic in his past. Manifestations of negative thinking. The lack of solutions is also one of the signs and manifestations of a negative person in his thinking. He cannot and does not have the ability to solve his problems that are accumulating to him, and he deals with them on the basis that they are insoluble and will remain with them forever. If you propose to him a solution to his problem, he will focus on criticizing your solution and finding a problem with it. Also, the negative person always has a feeling of anxiety and always expects the worst to happen. The negative person always lives his life in anxiety, no matter how resolvable his situation is. He also interferes in the affairs of others, tends to hear bad news, complains a lot, always loves the word, but, and searches for negligence. Always getting rid of signs of negative thinking through the Quran. The Holy Quran is the most comforting thing for the soul. When you listen to it while you are frustrated and feel that the world has become unbearable, you find yourself starting to stop thinking negatively and contemplate the verses of God Almighty. You must focus on contemplating those verses and not just listen to the Quran. You will find distress. He left you. For in God's signs there is a solution to all your problems. The effect of negative thinking on the body. Negative thinking must be treated as a serious disease that harms the person in all aspects, whether his social or economic condition, as well as his physical condition, as the signs of negative thinking cause the person to have constant anxiety, which causes his health to deteriorate, as this anxiety would affect the health of the body, including hair loss, constant headaches, and other side effects. Signs of negative thinking also cause sleep disturbances, which is harmful to the human body, as sleep disturbances make you feel exhausted, tired, and constantly stressed. It also affects the health of the entire body's organs, and in particular, lack of sleep harms the health of the heart and arteries. Also, one of the harmful signs of negative thinking on the body is weight gain, as the negative person does not think about exercising and resorts to eating a lot of food as a way to escape from his problems. He does not care about the health of his body. In addition, he is not social and does not move much, as his pessimistic outlook prevents him from those activities that help in burning body fat, and thus his diet, which relies on a lot of food and little activity, results in a significant increase in body weight. One of the most dangerous signs of negative thinking is depression, as a person's negative thinking and always expecting the worst makes him look at his life in a harmful way, making him not always try to do anything, which makes him feel depressed, and he may suffer from chronic depression that makes his life hell. How to turn negative thinking into positive. In order to get rid of the signs of negative thinking, treat it, and turn it into positive thinking, you must adhere to some important advice, including laughter, about laughing a lot and making the smile not leave your face, as laughter is able to expel the signs of negative thinking and replace it with positive, as it works to improve the person's vision of the matter and improve his mentality. Listening to funny jokes or remembering funny situations is a good way to eliminate signs of negative thinking. You can also exercise, as sport has countless benefits on the physical level and on the intellectual level, as sport works to expel negative thoughts and greatly helps in the flow of positive thoughts. As we mentioned, it has many benefits for the person in general. You should also resort to psychological help from psychiatrists or specialists in psychotherapy, and talk to your doctor about your negative feelings and thoughts from any party, whether from family, work, or friends, while the specialist will try to provide assistance to you in understanding those negative thoughts and their harms, and by continuing you will find you may get rid of those thoughts yourself. You can also always try to stay away from negative people. When you deal with a negative person, it becomes like an infection and you find yourself accepting negative thoughts with ease. With time, you find yourself surrendering to negativity, while the negative person always makes you mock your dreams and move away from your goals and feel that they are not. It is feasible or impossible, so you must stay away from them and be careful of them. Positive thinking and its relationship to mental health. You should also always monitor your self-talk and expel negative thoughts, and do not allow them to take over your time. Always identify negative thoughts and stay away from them. Change your negative habits, pay attention to a healthy diet, and sleep well so that you are calmer and more comfortable, and prepare for a new life free of negativity. Define your goals and work to achieve them, as well as forgiving yourself for making mistakes and accepting the new change you face. Negative thinking and its relationship to mental health. Negative thinking always brings with it diseases, whether the disease is organic in your body or psychological. The signs of negative thinking greatly harm a person's psyche, and his psyche transforms from comfort and constant energy to a feeling of constant anxiety and depression, and the transformation from a productive person who has an imprint on your surroundings and society to a person who is fixed in your place and does not develop, which makes your mental health at its worst. Therefore, you must always rush to get rid of the signs of negative thinking and expel it, and if the matter is developing in you, you must not be ashamed to resort to a psychologist so that your life is not destroyed and you are unable to develop. And not only that, but you will suffer from many psychological and health diseases and will harm your family, friends, and your entire environment. The harm will not happen to you alone, so the sooner you get rid of negative thinking, the better your life will be.